Doing aerials in orbit, that'd be so much easier.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Actually, I should go in orbit so that my spine can lengthen a little bit.
Yeah.
Because my spine is compressed all the time, so I'm gonna give it back its original form. I'm gonna be an astronaut for my health, spine health.
Yeah. Marion Thénault, how are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Olympic bronze medalist. I'm great. I'm having so much fun with you. Thanks for having me at the water ramps. What's your first memory doing this?
Well, being scared to turn my skis. I was not a skier when I started this, so yeah, challenges you, right?
Yeah, well, it's so much more steep than you would think. You don't get that on camera when you're watching on TV. It's hard to understand.
Well, our goal is to make it look easy, but when it's you up there, I confirm that it's more nerve-wracking than you would think.
So you were a competitive gymnast for 14 years. RBC Training Ground comes along, and you get this second shot at aerials. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic, but kind of like a fairy tale. You've won a bronze medal at the Olympics, and you have pushed the boundaries of this sport. Can you look back on that with perspective?
It is surreal when I look back on it.
Yeah.
It totally changed my life. I really remember where my head was at when I was 17, and I knew gymnastics would come to an end, and I needed change. I really needed something new. And I was looking up sports I could do online. I was actually looking maybe I could be a climber. I think I was drawn to something a bit extreme, of course, but I would have never imagined, when Remy, the coach that saw me at an RBC Training Ground, talked about aerial skiing, I didn't know what he was talking about, and I looked on YouTube and I was no way, there's no way. And now here I am, literally being among the best in the world in that sport, which is don't make plans for your life. Because life's gonna happen, and then everything's gonna change, and you're gonna end up in a totally different environment doing a totally different sport. I have a lot of gratitude for the program, Remy, and all the people that allowed me to feel like this was my place, because they saw it before I saw it. When I arrived here, I had no idea I was going to be good at it, and I had no idea what it was and if I wanted to do it. But having people believe in you makes a whole difference. So I am very grateful for them, because now I actually believe that I can push the boundaries of this sport, and that I found my place that showcases what I'm capable of.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like every time people see aerials, they're like, "Oh my, this is amazing!" But for folks that haven't seen it, give them a crash course?
So crash course, we come into a kicker made out of snow, and we do flips and twists to land on our feet. The more twists and the more flips, the more the degree of difficulty, and then the highest possibility to make big points. We come in at around 65 kilometers an hour, and then you gotta trust it and lean on your back to create the rotation. We go around 15 meters high. Right now I'm competing triple twisting triples, so that means 3 twists and 3 flips, and then we land on our skis, and we're happy that we survived.
Okay,
that's basically aerials.
15 meters in the air, so you're going 5 meters higher than the 10-meter platform.
Yeah, and from a kicker that is around 7 meters high. Well, 7 meters from the pool, so I guess on snow it's a bit less. But we go pretty high.
Would you be able to jump off the 10-meter diving board without being afraid? Because I cannot do that.
Yeah, I think the 10-meter I got it, but we had the high diving platforms built at a 22. Pool where we were training, and I went to the 27 meters, and I was like, no, I can't.
Molly Carlson?
Yes.
Unreal.
Yeah, that is so cool. And I feel there's so many similarities between high diving and what we do. The flips that they're doing, it's kind of the same amount of flips and twists. It depends, but still kind of similar. And I watch high diving competitions because I feel strongly related to what they do. And honestly, every time I'm I should have chose a summer sport. They're here on there's the sun, the sea, the rocks, it's beautiful. Yeah. And I'm here in northern Kazakhstan, and I'm why did I choose a winter sport?
Yeah.
But no, I do love winter, and I do love snow, but if I had to redo my life, I might have chosen high diving, honestly.
Molly Carlson, Simone Leithhead. We got to get this girly a little bit of a lesson.
But right now I'd be so bad though, because now my brain is like made to do aerials. But I'm very open to a high diving lesson.
Summer 2026.
Anybody listening, I'm so keen. I want to try it.
Okay, your third career.
Woohoo, yeah, exactly.
Gymnastics, aerials, and then high diving.
And then high diving. I'll never have a normal job.
No.
I'll never.
No. And then after that, you're going to be an astronaut.
Yeah, exactly. Which I don't think qualifies as a normal job.
The more you know. Has that always been a passion of yours? Like, how did you get into that?
It has not always been a passion of mine. I say it came gradually. It just started because I was doing science fairs in high school. And when I was 16 years old, I did a project in collaboration with the physics department of the Sherbrooke University. And that introduced me to physics, which I really loved and enjoyed. And when it came the time to do my choice for a bachelor's, I thought doing a bachelor's in physics was a bit too abstract for me. Like, more like research-like. And I was like, I don't know if I like it that theoretical. So that's why I was like, I'm going to do engineering instead, which is more practical, more hands-on. And then I was like, what's the hardest engineering degree I could do? Probably aerospace. So that's why I applied, and combined with kind of the mystery that space was for me at the time.
Aerospace engineering. So you like a challenge.
I like a challenge.
I'm like, are you going to become an astronaut when you're done with aerials?
No, I don't want to become an astronaut. I enjoy Earth very, very much. But I would like to work in the space industry, potentially. I think it's very cool for what they do in space exploration, and what it inspires, I think, everyone. And I think it's part of us as humans to want to know more about where we are, not on Earth, but like in the universe. But also space technology do a lot for us on Earth. And it can be like for communications, but also for environmental reasons. And there's just a wide-ranging things we can do with space technologies.
That is like so fascinating, because truly, I think the like extent of my science fair knowledge would be like, tomato, is it a fruit or vegetable? Like, I don't know. But how do you balance, obviously trying to get this degree and whatnot, but then also just being an Olympic bronze medalist and having to train every single day?
I think it's kind of natural for me, because I always had this interest in science, and I was used to like put a lot of hours into my academics world. And I was also a gymnast, and I trained like 30 hours a week. And since like as long as I can remember, I had both. I had my sport and I had my studies. So it felt like a continuity. Like, I didn't see myself just do aerials, and it is my career, and like it's awesome and it fulfills me in great ways, but it's not enough for me. I need something more intellectual, I guess, to feel balanced and complete. So it feels natural to do both. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it feels natural.
Feels natural. But there's something so like healthy about having a little balance at times too, just to get your mind off it. I do love that you say, hey, there's environmental benefits too to aerospace technology, because you're super into like, obviously being an advocate, you've done so much for the environment as it pertains from a lens of sport. Like, when did that become really a passion?
I think I had maybe kind of an interest, or more kind of a curiosity towards, like, we're talking about climate change. What is it? And I just like, is it a big problem? Like, what is it about? And that started, like, I guess, when I was like a teen. But after the Beijing Olympics, I started to work with WSP. They're an engineering firm. And I wondered if it was possible for me to be a carbon neutral athlete with their help. And I didn't really understand what that meant at the time. Now I don't like that term all that much anymore, but that's how it started, because I was like kind of curious, and when they thought that project would be awesome, well, then I had to learn a lot about, okay, what is carbon emissions? What's carbon neutrality? What makes it an actual difference on our environment? And I realized that it was like far beyond my individual power. And this is why like my projects kind of grew in all sorts of directions. But that's how I started in 2022.
But you had said like, even just with an intentionality, I think you would cut your carbon emissions by like 27%. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy to be able to put numbers on it because I feel like people talk about it a lot. They're like, oh yeah, this is good for the environment. I'm doing this and these actions. But there's a lot of marketing also in like by environmental friendly products, or like do this is better, but it's hard to know what's true and what's just marketing and what's actually having an impact. And I think there's a lot of talking, and when it comes to actual impact, we don't really know. So with WSP this year, we decided, okay, well, like we'll quantify how much of a difference does your effort make.
Yeah.
Like basically, I'm just like I'm come to training, biking almost every day except when it's pouring rain. And I minimize air travel by, if there's a connection that I am able to do by train or by carpooling or stuff like that, I do this. And just using like buses, train, carpooling all over the world for my displacements. Just with that, and also the rest we don't quantify. So like really for my travels, that was a 27% reduction, which is a lot, like it's a quarter. So I'm thinking like we have a number that we can put on it. So if everybody just do what I do, and honestly, like I travel a lot, well, I guess it just shows that it can make a little bit of an impact.
That's like very wonderful though, because I do feel like so many people think like, oh, are my efforts going to make a difference?
I mean, it's so easy to feel powerless in that kind of societal challenge. And I think it's very representative of a lot of challenges we face as a society. Like one person won't make a difference, but if everybody if nobody takes the responsibility for it, then nothing changes. So I think everybody should take a responsibility for it, to put pressure on the instances that actually can make these decisions. And like I'm doing that with my own international federation, FIS, but to a larger extent, like we are all consumers.
Yeah.
We all vote, and these are the ways we can influence the structures that are going to take the decisions. So it's kind of what I do in my sport is a metaphor for what all citizens should do, I think.
What are some of the challenges of being a woman in an extreme sport?
I think there's a lot of challenges, but also a lot of advantages and a lot of beautiful things. But I think extreme sports, like they value like being fearless and being this relentless person that just like wants to risk their life, you know? And those are more attributed usually to men as like general qualities. But then when you're a woman doing the same thing, the process is very different. Like we show emotions very differently. And I see it at the top of the ramp. Like women and men get nervous at the top of the ramp. But men are going to express it differently. Maybe they're going to joke, or they're going to go silent, or they're going to like hit things. And whereas like for me or for other teammates, it is more obviously emotional. Like I'm going to cry way more than my male teammates. It's just important that we normalize that it's not because I'm crying that I'm not capable of it, or that I don't want to do it. It's just the way that I express myself through these emotional ups and downs. And it can be also sometimes a matter of seeing it as a sign of weakness. Yeah. Like for men, crying for them would be a sign of weakness and they don't want to show that. Whereas for us, it's kind of like we take that perception on, and then you don't want to show any sign of weakness, but then it's harder to deal with. So I think there's like the all emotional side that is very different, but also like the standard that we set as a community of athletes. Like for men, the level is very high and they don't really have the choice because everybody like is pushing and they're doing the hardest tricks. Whereas for us, it's like if the standard can be, let's say, lower. I mean, there are hard tricks still.
Yeah, of course.
But the standard can be like lower, and then it's kind of easy to just enter that field and be like, oh, this is what the others do. This is what I should do. But it's still not what the men do. And then you wonder like, oh, what if I try what they do? And what if I try to do bigger tricks? And then you realize that you can. Yeah. And then a few other women do it as well. And then there's 3, 4, 5 women that raise the level. And now the standard is raised. But the second these women stop doing it, then the standard goes back down. So I think it's interesting to see like what is expected of men is always the highest level of difficulty. And what's expected of women is not the same. And it's like our job to say, hey, guys, like, we can do it. Like, watch me, I'll do it. But you kind of have to break that barrier, I think.
Where are you at with like pushing the limits of your tricks? Like, what's your philosophy in trying bigger, harder, faster, stronger?
Well, it's kind of my personality, I think, to just go all in and try to see what I can do. I am not content or satisfied with myself if I just compete tricks that I know are easy for me, or that I know that I can do more. Mm-hmm. I cannot like fool myself in thinking this is the most I can do. So I just go hard and try hard. But that also comes with the consequence of like, maybe I fall more. And then like last season, I've had like my worst results ever in World Cup. But I have done like the biggest tricks I've ever done. Yeah. And they're building, like they're gonna come. But like I could have done easier tricks and be way more consistent, but I know I would not be satisfied with that. But there's also a lot of fear involved, and it's a whole new world.
I can't even imagine. Like, I feel as though Canadians love watching aerials, but if you have not seen it in person, you can't comprehend how steep it is, how fast you go, how high you go. Like, what do you think the biggest misconception of your sport is?
That's a good question. But I think the biggest misconception about aerials is that we're not afraid. Like, you think, oh, you're fearless. Like, you do these tricks, so of course you don't feel fear. Like, oh, I confirm that I have instincts and I feel fear, but I do it despite the fear. Mm-hmm. But
how, like, do you really kind of ground yourself? Because I can only imagine that it is like a really nervous system taxing kind of vibe. Like, I know you love reading. You're into sci-fi. You're into historical fiction. Like, is that just kind of how you unplug from the chaos of this world?
I think it is one of the ways. Yeah, jumping takes a huge toll on my nervous system because, yeah, I feel like that fear, and also it's very high intensity and it's a lot of impact too. And it can grow in my mind and become quite obsessive. May it be for results or may it be for just survival. So yeah, I think reading is something I enjoy because it's not performance related.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be good or bad at reading. Like, there's nothing I have to do to be adequate or like be perfect at. I can just like throw myself in a story and just take my brain and bring it elsewhere. And I think that feels very good. Because in other aspects of my life, I feel like this little voice or this little pressure is always there to like, I need to be the best.
Is the moon landing, did that really happen?
Yes.
Okay, good. Phew. If you said no, I would be like, I don't know what to say.
No, I'm not into conspiracy theories, and I believe in our human knowledge and ambition, and I think we've landed on the moon.
I do too. Do you want to go to the moon?
No, I'm actually a bit claustrophobic. I don't like elevators. So just thinking about being inside a rocket is just like, no. But the only thing that could convince me is like to see the Earth from orbit.
Yeah.
That would be crazy, but I don't know. I have talked to astronauts in the past. I've had the privilege to do a to be on a team that presented a project at the International Astronautical Congress last year. And for that project, I was able to interview astronauts, but also like talk to them. And I think they're all super interesting and multifaceted humans, super inspiring. So it was definitely awesome to talk to them and to hear their perspective on like what we're doing with our Earth. They're all strong environmental activists. Also, I think from having that perspective. But yeah, we never know, but it's not in the plans.
There's something really lovely that like physics and your education, and I would assume that physics is a pretty big player in aerials.
I mean, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I've just made like little physics videos about aerials. I calculate how high we go based like just physics wise. And I also calculate the difference between landing with bubbles or without bubbles in the water. So yeah, I'm having fun putting all what I'm learning in my courses, but on the slopes. I might keep doing these kind of little videos. They're fun to make.
That'll be like my greatest physics lesson I've ever gone. You won alongside Lewis and Mia the first medal in 20 years for Canada in aerials. I can only imagine the impact that that's had on the next generation and kids coming up. What would you like them to know?
The little ones coming up? I mean, I want them to be part of what we're creating right now. Our team of coaches put so much effort to building a strong team. And we are a strong team now, and we're growing up to being more and more present on the World Cup tour. And I want them to be part of it because honestly, it's very inspiring to be part of something that is bigger than yourself and feeling that you're contributing to something that other people believed in so much, and they believe in you, but they also believe in the environment you are and in the program. So yeah, follow us. We're cool people.
We're cool. This has been such a privilege. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate your time more than you know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.